What's up, YouTube? Jeff, your Style O.G. And on today's video, we're going to talk about 8 bad habits that actually might be good for you. If you're new to the channel, we release a new video every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, discussing various men's lifestyle topics such as style, grooming, and dating. I invite you to subscribe, tap that notification bell, and join us. And to my returning friends like Stuart Long, salute. Now, we all have heard you should have good habits. Good habits will make you more productive, efficient, and successful. Also, if you eliminate bad habits, that will make you more successful. But what if some of the habits you've been told are bad habits are actually good for you? That's what we're going to talk about on today's video. On today's video, I'm going to talk about 8 habits that traditionally you've been told are bad that might actually work in your favor. So without any further delay, let's hop right into it. First up on the list of bad habits that actually might be good for you is one of my personal favorite bad habits. I'm talking about the habit of cursing. Now, we've all been told a person with a good vocabulary doesn't need to curse. But what if cursing is actually good for you? In some cases, it actually is. Do you realize that when you curse, it actually improves your pain tolerance? And also, if needed, cursing actually initiates your defense reflexes, helping you fight or flight. And when you're working out, cursing can actually help push through your pain tolerance and your endurance levels, making you have a better workout. And cursing actually happens to be centered on the right side of your brain, your creative side. Yes, cursing helps build up creativity. Not to mention dropping an occasional F-bomb can help you with your emotional resilience. Cursing actually helps reduce anxiety. So the next time somebody tells you to increase your vocabulary and limit the cursing, remember, an occasional curse word can actually help you. Now, next up is a bad habit we've all heard is a bad one. In fact, you might have even heard it from me. Sometimes it's actually a good idea to complain. Yes, it's good to complain, but in moderation. Here's why complaining actually can work for you. Now, maybe you want to substitute the word complaining for venting. I like to think of venting as positive complaining. A lot of times, especially us men, keep negative feelings and thoughts inside. That's not healthy. But when you complain/vent, it actually helps you put words to your feelings. Not only that, when you vent/complain, it can help you get an outside perspective from someone else. Letting these thoughts and feelings out can actually lead to someone offering you a solution. But one of the subtle differences between complaining and venting is that when you put the feelings out there, be ready for the response you get. Be open to it. A person who complains lets it out but doesn't want to hear anything. And another thing that's very key about your complaining, only do it in moderation. Don't complain all the time. Every once in a while, complaining is not a bad habit. Now, one of the good habits a lot of us try to have is to eat as well as we can and make sure we cover all our nutritional needs. But despite how great a lot of us eat, we're often left with some nutritional gaps. That's where today's video sponsor comes in, Ritual Essentials. Ritual Essentials for Men is an obsessively researched multivitamin that was formulated to fill in the nutritional gaps in men's diets. Did you know that over 70% of men don't get enough vitamin E and over 90% of men don't get enough vitamin D from their diets? Ritual is a new type of 2-a-day. From supporting heart health, normal muscle and immune function, just this tiny step can make a big impact. Ritual contains 10 high-quality nutrients that are very difficult to get every day, even with the healthiest diets. They're vegan-friendly, non-GMO, gluten-free, and all the nutrients are directly traceable. Ritual Essentials is a subscription-based supplement that's easy to start and just as easy to snooze. It's only about $1 a day to have these nutritional essentials sent directly to your front door. Not only did Ritual Essentials sponsor today's video, they've got a special offer for the Style O.G family. All you have to do is go to ritual.com/StyleOG20 and at checkout enter discount code StyleOG20 for 20% off your first order. So if you want to get started filling in the nutritional gaps in your diet, hit that link in the description and get started with Ritual Essentials. Now let me know if this bad habit is one you used to hear about when you were younger. The young OG definitely used to hear this one. Hey Jeff, focus, pay attention, stop daydreaming. Did you know that daydreaming actually can be good for you? It's been shown that daydreaming actually helps you expand your creativity. When you let your mind wander, you're able to take a more broad approach. When you're too laser focused and narrow and not daydreaming, makes you focus more narrowly and you might not be coming up with some ideas you can come up with when you daydream. Here's why. It's been shown that when you daydream, you actually tap more areas of your brain, especially the creative area. It only stands to reason that when you tap more areas of your brain, especially the creative areas, you'll be able to come up with more solutions. You're giving yourself a broader perspective, giving yourself more information to pull from. You actually may come up with solutions, ideas, and goals you wouldn't come up with if you're so focused all the time. So don't listen to what they used to tell you as a kid. Yes, it's good to focus, to have your eye on the prize, but it's actually great from time to time to daydream. Now, this seemingly bad habit is one I discovered a few years ago that can actually be good with you, and I'm gonna share with you right now. Did you realize that chewing gum can actually be a good habit? You'll see a lot of us used to hear, chewing gum isn't good for you. It's bad for your teeth. There's no nutritional value. It can cause your jaws to ache. But did you realize there are actually more positive attributes to chewing gum than negative? Studies have shown that when you chew gum, it can help you be more focused and more productive. On top of that, when you chew gum, it produces more saliva. This saliva helps wash away some bacteria that may be in your mouth. But I'm talking about sugarless gum. Yes, chewing gum can actually help you fight tooth decay. Not to mention that chewing gum actually has been shown to help reduce anxiety. Those that chew gum have actually found that they can calm down much easier. And some people use chewing gum as a weight loss hack. It actually burns a few more calories. And it's been shown that chewing gum can be an appetite suppressant. So believe it or not, even if you've been told chewing gum is a bad habit, it actually can be good for you. Speaking of weight loss brings us to our next bad habit that actually might be good for you. Now, I know a lot of you guys out there that might be on a restrictive diet don't want to give in to craving, but actually giving into cravings from time to time can be a good habit. Here's why. When you make your diet too restrictive, it's almost impossible to stick with. The more you restrict yourself, the more you'll want your cravings. You don't give into your cravings from time to time. When you do, you eventually wind up overindulging when you do give in. A better thing to do that is much more sustainable, occasionally give in to your cravings, but do it in moderation. If you crave French fries, order a small order. If you love ice cream, just get one scoop. Just get enough to satisfy your craving and then get back to your balanced diet. Sometimes a craving may be your body's way of telling you you have some type of deficiency. The craving may be getting you to eat something your body actually needs. So if you're watching what you eat and trying to have a balanced diet and get in shape, that's commendable. But it's important from time to time to have the good habit of giving in to your cravings. Now, next up is one that I believe is a very important bad habit you might want to tap into from time to time. Yes, it's actually a good habit to sleep in. Now, a lot of us have been told the early bird gets the worm. You'll have a much more efficient day if you get up earlier than everybody else. Sounds good, but here's the thing. What's more important is to get a full night's sleep. If you're not getting your 7 or 8 hours, getting up early is actually counterproductive. The more important thing is to get on a sleep rhythm. Allow yourself to get up when your body is ready to get up. You may not know this, but it's been found that your most restorative sleep actually occurs between 2:30 a.m. and 6:30 a.m. So the guy getting up early at 5 a.m. isn't getting the most out of his night's sleep. No, I'm not telling you it's good to sleep to 10, 11 o'clock and be late for work, but what I am telling you is it's not productive to get up super early. It's actually a good habit to sleep in. Now, next up is another habit you might remember being chastised for as you were growing up. Do you remember hearing, be focused, stop moving around, sit down, stop fidgeting? What our parents and teachers weren't aware of, fidgeting can actually be good for your health. Let me give you a couple of ways. One, fidgeting, especially if you're tapping your feet or moving your leg around during extended periods of sitting, is actually good for your circulation. It helps keep the blood flowing. Something that's restricted if you're seated for a long period of time. And also it's been found that fidgeting actually can help you lose weight. Yes, the moving and fidgeting around actually burns calories. It's also been shown that fidgeting actually can help relax people that suffer from anxiety. Not to mention my guys out there that suffer from the ability of not being able to focus. It's been shown that fidgeting actually can help you focus better. Fidgeting occupies parts of your brain that can easily get distracted. So if you find yourself tapping your feet throughout the day or fidgeting otherwise, you might not realize this habit might actually be good for your health. Now, next up is something we've all definitely been told is a bad habit that I disagree with. They say it's a bad habit to be selfish. Not on my watch. We've all heard put other people first. Be selfless. Sounds like good advice, but I disagree. I believe you should put yourself first. You matter. You're important. Put your goals, desires, and aspirations before others. The reason why I say you should do this, when you put yourself first, it allows you to stay on purpose. It allows you to be focused. It allows you to create boundaries and guidelines that you don't let other people cross. However, there is a fine line. I'm not telling you to be self-absorbed or self-consumed. Put you first, but other people are important as well. Here's where you need to understand the difference between being kind and being nice. A kind guy is generous, compassionate, loving, however he gives on his schedule to his limit, as opposed to a nice guy who just gives and never receives. Yes, it's important to think about other people, but I believe if you stay on your path, your purpose, and put yourself first, you'll be in a better position to be successful and then help others. Now, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, there's some habits we all were told were bad habits that actually can be good for you. And I believe if you start to incorporate some of these so-called bad habits in your life, they actually can improve your life. As always, I love to have your input. Let me know in the comment section if there's some bad habits you used to think were bad, but you actually believe are good habits.